Shut up and sit down.
And a very good evening and a very warm welcome, if you're watching in the comfort of your lounge room, to HUFC TV, coming live tonight from the Jack Edwards Reserve in Oakleigh, where Oakleigh Cannons host Heidelberg United in, well, who would have thought it, another critical fixture for Heidelberg United. It's a postponed round 5 game. We'll tell you about the possible ramifications as we go through the evening. It's all the HUFC TV crew on deck. Doug Hodgson, John Fodinos, and yours truly, Greg Blake.
Good evening to you two gentlemen. It's quite fresh out here, to say the least.
No aeroplanes, Johnny.
It started last Friday, Dougie, didn't it, with the big 4-2 win? And of course, midweek, who can forget that night for the ages, Dougie and Greg, and of course culminates with a possibility tonight of putting one foot in the door of that title, and it's going to be a huge night. Can they back up again, Dougie, from Tuesday night?
You know what, and you talk about it, and I know these boys ain't professional, but they've done some yards, they've done some miles in those legs. You know, these boys work during the day and they're training at night or they're playing. You know, there's no Harry Noon out there tonight. Lewis Hall came on there, he was only on for such long, he's injured as well, Johnny. So, mate, it's going to be a big ask.
So physically, how does this affect Heidelberg? 3 games in 7 days and 3 huge games. Emotionally, how does it affect them? We will find out over the ensuing 90 minutes as Heidelberg on the road against the Oakleigh Cannons, and it's going to be the home side to get us underway to the right of screen, the Dandenong Road end of the Jack Edwards Reserve, and Heidelberg, of course, in the gold and black to the left of screen. It is a huge night for Heidelberg. That can go a long way to clinching the minor premiership with a victory here tonight, but we've got 90 minutes of rock and roll to come as we go live with HUFC TV across Australia, across the globe, and into the stratosphere where once a Russian dog circled the earth. The dog's name was Laker.
Laker?
JW. Goes left, right, pinpoint for the champ. Ruben Way, the drag and roll. Straight up the middle, tried to hit Zara. Oakleigh come away. No, says Les Dumbalis. Zara again. Stabs it inside. Ruben.
Step over there, Blakey.
Dance steps from Ruben. Great cross. Kenny just couldn't make it. Trigger! Bam! Wham! Thank you, ma'am.
And it's a push against Kenny Athieu.
Pushing there. Let's have a look at
Really?
the replay, boys. Let's have a look at this.
Free kick was...
Have a look at these balls came in, not a bad. Kenny, push, trigger, hit it so beautifully and took the cobweb straight out of the top left-hand corner.
Got to say, fair
Push.
call.
Well done by the
Fair call.
referees. Not a bad little bit of movement there. The way it started out there with Timbalis, a little great awareness, and round here the Ruben Way done some magic with Zara. Linked up play. Beautiful to see Heidelberg. 3
away, goal disallowed. Oakleigh on the attack again. Great win by the barometer. Strokes it to the left, Kenny. Ball bounces to midfield. Barometer, Ellis, JW. Swift and Shaw. Petrie went first time, looking for the running Shawnee Ellis. Nothing doing. Peter Monty back doing the hard work for Oakleigh. Bosniak into traffic. All done by Stratometros. That's the one.
Oy.
Well, just looked dangerous for a moment.
Indirect free kick. He's given an indirect free kick for what? Back pass? But it wasn't back pass, but I'll tell you what, it was hit very, very fast. It wasn't really a back pass. Bit of communication breakdown there, boys, with Biles and the hyphen. Came in there, hit it in, but did he stick his hands or did it reflect off him? It looked like from this angle it reflected. The referee's obviously seen enough 2 hands on the ball to make a contact with back pass. But I'll tell you what, he hit that very strong for a back pass.
So danger for Heidelberg, 5.5 in. There's the setup on screen on HUFC TV. Thanks to Windsor Management, insurance brokers. Friday Night Lights.
Dangerous place, Blakey. Referees made them get the 10. You can see the Zara going to go.
They're bouncing tentatively in a huddle on the near post. As Oakleigh calibrate this free kick. Wicked angle, close range though. Zara comes, ball takes a bobble off the line in the end by Jumpin' Jack, and they'll get a goal kick.
Tell you what though, what about the touch on the goal line? What about this? Let's have a look at the replay here, boys. He's on a strike, little roll, touch. Zara closes down, belter. There's the Jumpin' Jack, takes a touch on the goal line and brings it out ever so calmly with a bit of finesse.
Yeah, like he does it every day of the week.
I know.
Chris Theodoridis Petropoulos sends that wheeling into the night air.
Yep, referee will say hand on his back, and I'll agree with that one, Blakey. Just putting his hand on there and pulling King Kenny down.
Nearly 7 played, no score. Windsor Management bringing you all the action. HUFC TV streaming live across the country and across the globe. But if you're watching on tonight from far-flung places, don't forget to send us a message on Facebook.
It'll be interesting to see, Greg. Petrie will come back very windy.
Petrie, little stutter steps, goes far post. Kenny, one punch away by Honos. Sean Ellis gets the win against Risk. Ellis tried the Meg, nothing doing.
Trigger, you look for a long ball into the channel for Zara. Continue his run. Dodd's got his body a lot across him. Referee, lines person will say a blue ball. Referee's now going to say, have a little chat. And I reckon it must be Georgie's time for a chat.
There's been a few blue balls tonight already.
Old Georgie, he's over there. Should give the linesman some earmuffs, shouldn't we? We say just take him. Just for some support.
Workplace health and safety has it.
It's going to be over 27 dBs.
Oh, Trigger gets robbed. Chance. Not according to JW. Just drags it back long distance to the goalkeeper. He goes first time. Ball at half field. Contest won from behind by the barometer. Petrie down. Kenny, swift and sure on the turn. Long high bouncer just over the head of Sean Ellis. Did well to win it back. Left foot, far post. Not quite. Ruben couldn't make it. He wanted it. And it just bounced away. But Sean Ellis, you are a gorgeous individual.
It was like a steal. I'm just sticking a look at this. Over it goes, one touch. Up on the chest, little volley. Over it goes. Just Ruben Wayne just couldn't get his body to it to make contact. What a great little bit of move there by Sean Ellis.
He is back into house, Sean Ellis. Petrie, the avenue is closed. Not according to Ruben Way. The outside man is Michael Trigger. Drags it back, right foot, deep cross. Stephen Pace was waiting. Pace against Piedimonte. The latter wins out for Oakleigh. And away they go again. Oh, JW, really well done. Harassed the Oakleigh player out of it. Loose ball, though, is blue. Shoots Wayne Wallace. Trying to hit Zoric. Oh, danger for Heidelberg. Zoric loses angle. Scores. 16 down. And Goran Zoric puts Oakleigh Cannons in front.
Tell what though, caught napping. Let's have a little replay here. Boys coming in there, just caught on the wrong side. Round he goes, slips, goes to ground, which he do, and then it comes again. I tell what, he's done ever so well with composure there, the boy. Round the keeper, defender flies in, tries to block the goal, near post as you would, takes another touch wide and just picks his spot. Great finish, I'll give him credit where there's due.
And we said that before, Dougie, they're very dangerous on the transition, and they punish the Heidelberg defence that time. And Oakleigh take the 1-0 lead.
And let's be fair, Timbalis is not slow. Like I said earlier, like you're saying, Zoric is quite lively, quite sharp. Is it what Heidelberg need? A little trigger to make them tick a little bit faster? Have they got into the legs?
Probably not. Heidelberg with the away. Barometer. Ruben. Petrie had to stretch for it. Couldn't do so. Stratometrius. And he strikes it. It takes a whisk off the ground and hits Chris Theodoridis Petropoulos at the Dandenong Road end.
Over 40 just there though, Blake. You tell you what, they No right foot, all left foot. Great opportunity to whip that ball in for Oakleigh on the right-hand side and didn't do so. Had bodies in there as well.
They're looking dangerous. They owned Heidelberg at the game at Catalina Street not too many weeks back. That's a great ball in. Another chance, another goal. And Dusan Bosniak,
yeah.
You have a look at pace there, boys. I tell you right now, he's got caught wrong side of him. Have a look, the ball's being played. Pace is caught wrong side and up, and he's took a touch, got across him. A hyphen. Could have done better there. Just caught flapping. The Oakleigh there to take the opportunity to 2-0, boys. And by the way, they are raring to go.
Top at the moment, and that'll take Bosniak to the top of the goal scorers list this season with 16 for the NPL, ahead of Kenny Matthew, Milos Lujic, and of course Davey Van Schip.
Well, it's funny you say it. Pacey not having a great night. Obviously, the first goal came from Pacey down in the far side, the throw in, and then the second one just got napping there. They were just trying to play offside, but got caught on the wrong side as a centre half. Should have been a little bit a metre on the other side, but Heidelberg's got a lot to do.
So is this the letdown that had to happen, or has Heidelberg got something in it? We've had some wonderful comeback performances from Heidelberg this year, and they'll have to produce something quite extraordinary on this Friday night as Jack Petrie nails his opponent. Jay Fott and yours truly, Greg Blake, on deck tonight at Jack Edwards Reserve, where the news, if you're just tuning in on HUFC TV, isn't terribly encouraging. Oakleigh lead it by 2-0. Ball to the top of the penalty area. Matthews clears. Dumbalis forces it back. Dumbalis again, hooks it over his shoulder. Goalkeeper slips. Oh!
King Kenny, what a great run, got across the goalkeeper there, just took him blinded. That's the strikers, what we need to do. If you have a look on the replay, what about Dumbalis? Little header, watch it, little header and a volley. Quick, sharp, mix-up communication. King Kenny just blinding the goalkeeper there. That's on target, that's in the back of the net.
Yeah, and Onos that time caught a little bit on the back foot, Dougie, and almost got punished, but they keep the 2-0 lead intact at the minute.
Tell you what, this is a game for the Cat and this is a game for Costa Canacaris.
Oakleigh,
speed and legs.
Oakleigh unbeaten in their last 5, so they've got some form on the board. Pace goes long. Trigger is mauled in the contest. No call by the referee. That was WWE stuff.
Mikey, you don't mind that. Get on with it.
I didn't say I minded it. I was just saying it's WWE stuff.
It was a roly-poly.
Kenny with a fit of the staggers. And Oakleigh force it clear. Les Dumbalis will have to angle back to reel that one in. Short, Lukey Biles, the skipper, didn't get the trajectory he wanted. The blue shirt swoop, the long ball clear. Stephen Pace will have to work for it. He does work for it, but Bosniak comes up with it. Bosniak against Pace. Pacey's got to be really careful. On a yellow card already.
Ruben Way having words, as you do, frustration. To be fair, the free kick should have been played to Pacey about 2-3 seconds earlier. Opposition there, the referee. Picking up the pieces. Dangerous area. Can we see who's on there, Johnny?
Yes,
on the ball?
They still looked very dangerous though, Dougie, on the attack.
Thing is though, Bowles just gave the ball away there. He's got Shawnee Ellison there. He's picked Kinkenny out. We'll go back to the sec. Ball whipped in, not a bad ball touch. I don't know who hit that and it came out flying. Kinkenny will touch. And as far as Oakleigh, number 10 come in. Shot, 3-0. Great finish.
Dean Pierdamonte. Wow.
Let's have a look at the replay here, boys. Gave it away in there, and his touch came back in, gave away again. Great finish, great little volley of his left foot. Took it ever so well, puts it away. But where did it start from? A Heidelberg opportunity again. The boys are taking some punishment tonight, boys.
They are certainly, and they just look way off the mark at the moment, Dougie. Very slow to react that time, and Piermonte just coming in onto that far post, little flick ball over, and to be fair, a really quality finish in the top corner.
And right now, Oakleigh are riding an adrenaline high. They
There
are
you go.
all over every contest.
Georgie goes first.
Stay away, Jack
Linesman,
Petrie.
look at this
Stay
one.
away.
It is right. Georgie goes up, then linesman goes and referee goes. You're not in a great position, ref. Move across. Look to your left so you can see what's happening here.
Jack Petrie already on a yellow card. He wanted to engage in some.
Yeah, Georgie's right. He's ever so right, you know. Referee, you're yards behind.
So something before half-time might be the tonic that Heidelberg needs to make something of this contest. Ellis.
Penalty. Penalty. Don't know what it says. We'll have a look though, Sweetie.
We have to see that one again.
Sweetie was sleeping.
The Oakleigh players.
Here we go.
Well, someone was being dragged down, it looks
Ball's
like,
being
Dougie.
whipped in. Let's have a look. Great ball in. Do we get the camera in there? Can't see, no. Let's have a look. Can we see another replay here, boys? Cameraman. Zoom as quick as we can. Let's have a look.
I think someone was being dragged down, Dougie.
It's got to be had of
Completely
slow-mo.
in-
Here we
let's
go.
watch.
Shawnee Ellis, great ball in. And it goes up. King holding the man. It looks like Pace.
Wow.
Pace in there. Pace has been held as he's gone for the ball.
Really interesting, though, the body language of the Heidelberg players. Very few of them went up to claim that.
The boys just get on with it. Pacey was calling it.
Well,
Pacey's pants have been ripped. If you have a look at Pacey's pants in the left pocket, they've been ripped from the tackle from before. This was given a free kick.
well, this might be critical in the big picture of the game. Kenny, and it's saved by John Holos. There's the night encapsulated in one dramatic moment. The goal that may have given a lifeline to Heidelberg is denied. Kenny, ever so reliable.
JW whips the ball in, up it goes. Cleared away by the Oakleigh boys as far as Bowles though. Bowles will take a touch. Megged.
Zorich was good, whipping through the gap as Marafiotti. Marafiotti's got men outside. Intercept JW. Well played. Oh, Kenny. Well, he's hog-tied. That looked like something from the rodeo.
It's all getting a bit willing out there, boys.
Very willing, isn't it? And no, I would suggest not instigated by the side that's most frustrated, and that's Heidelberg right now. Ellis wants to get it moving, as he ought, because we've got just less than 60 seconds remaining. We've got the 1 minute signal, 1 minute time added on for stoppages. We were already entered that 46th minute. So Ellis launches long distance. Kenny with the run.
It's a goal.
Header in the air. Goalkeeper goes to ground. Is that going? That credit? That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Let's have a look, eh?
No, I reckon that's a good call.
Have a look, great
Let's
ball
watch
in.
it again.
Thanks your hands. Hey, Kenny has not took his eyes off the
No,
ball.
you're
That's
right.
a goal.
That is a goal.
That is a goal. Goal. Tell you what, referee, you've got that one wrong. King Kenny didn't take his eye off the balls. His head made no contact to the referee. To the
Yeah,
goalkeeper.
you're right.
That is a goal. Goal. Unbelievable referee. How to display. Mate, you're having as bad as good as day as Heidelberg at the moment, referee. Play it in.
Well, to be fair, as we hit the half-time marker, the half-time score, thanks to Windsor Management Insurance Brokers, Oakleigh Cannons 3, Heidelberg 0. To be fair, the scoreline probably reflects how well Oakleigh has been playing, but also on the other side of the ledger, Michael Trigger of the goal disallowed, a penalty saved, and then just before half-time, Kenny Theo with a goal disallowed. Shawnee Ellis warming up at the foot of the screen. Maybe he can produce something special to draw Heidelberg back into the contest. Heidelberg will be heading toward the Dandenong Road end of the ground in the second half. That's to the right of screen. As you see them attacking early, but boy, oh boy, that first half was ugly in so many ways. Kenny Theo slips, cops one in the square of the back. Bounces to his feet. Kenny Theo, top of the box, and stolen by Oakleigh. Down the line, Peter Monty, one of the goal scorers. The man on the run was Marafiotti. And the whistle had already gone.
Maybe they didn't hear it. Maybe they didn't know what was going on. But there you go, referee. The boys go straight into the goalkeeper. The boys just ran straight into the goalkeeper. What's the referee going to say? Play on?
I'm suspecting, and I tell you what, Chris Theodoridis Petropoulos just wincing a little bit, so he's clearly felt that. Almost wrestled away from him. Biles hits Zara. Ball took it. Cannon loose. Marafiotti. Bosniak. Oh, they're just all over the shop at the moment. Luke Biles. Oh, the skipper.
That's a card.
It had to be a card. You would have thought.
You're having a nightmare, referee. Sorry for saying that, son, but you've got a duty of care. That was a clear. Took the legs out.
Took his legs clean out. Luke Biles doesn't hit the deck unless there's some serious malfeasance. Long ball by the hyphen. Kenny outnumbered, outgunned, outmuscled.
Look how many 3 blue shirts around there, Blake.
Great overlap from Goran Zoric. Nutmegs JW. Trouble here again for Heidelberg. Marafiotti nails it. 4-0. Oakleigh Cannons.
Let's have a look at this one. Goran's in play. JW got caught square. Tricky for Biles. Picks his spot. Slides it into the corner there past the hyphen. Up goes the punch. And he was pumped up there for sure. Not as pumped as the boys on a Thursday night. But I'll tell you what, Heidelberg taking a bit of an onslaught at the present moment in time.
Yeah, too quick and too speedy down that left flank, and Marafiotti, the beneficiary of that time, stepped inside Luke Biles, tucks it away expertly, and if it wasn't game over before that, I'd say that's virtually snuffed out any opportunity
I'd say
of a comeback.
It'd be a fair assertion that this game is done and dusted. Sean Ellis. Ellis again, off balance. Oakleigh away.
Offside's been called. Referee, 5 minutes late.
Heidelberg just playing out time. Ball stat for Ellis. Wrong-footed was Sean Ellis. Kept the pressure on. And Marafiotti pops it over the line. It'll be corner to Heidelberg.
And there again, boys, just that first touch, letting the Burgers down. He just a bit heavy on the touch and just couldn't get it through to the right foot.
Shawnee Ellis, linesman, having a word. Referee, something's happened. Play on. Got a dead arm over there, Johnny.
Couldn't see what happened there, Dougie. Something in the box there.
He's on his own. Shawnee Ellis takes a touch. Can the Burgers pull one back? Great. Whipped in. Plenty of height, not a bad ball. In it goes. Bounces, strike. There it is. Referee says, yes, it's a goal. I just have to double check. Gonzalez, he'll take it. Was he going to disallow it? He's disallowed everything else. Let me talk this one. Shawnee Ellis comes in. Up goes the keeper. Sits there. Timbalis strikes it in the back of the net. Great little challenge in there. Great little finish in there. Up it goes.
Dumbalis. So Les Dumbalis with the goal, Dougie, and consolation, but there it's broken the run of 2 seasons in a row. And I think his dad's going to have to shout us a few drinks at the bar after the game.
So when the top scorer for Heidelberg, Kenny Athiu, has a goal disallowed and misses a penalty in the first half, Les Dumbalis steps up and gets his very first of the season in the second half to make it 4-1 in favour of the Oakleigh Cannons. Windsor Management bringing you all the action here from Jack Edwards Reserve on this Friday night, and a frigid Friday night. So some small degree of reward for the travelling supporters of Heidelberg.
They're probably saying I'll have no sauce of my souvlaki later on.
Or perhaps he was honing his haiku skills.
Timbalis strikes it long into the 18-yard box.
Kenny's come on.
Hold. We can see it from here. Costa wins it. JW gets there first. 2 blue shirts coming in.
Kenny was getting undressed.
Yes, he was. Oh, pace. Don't know where pace is going tonight, but it ain't where we need to.
To come on an inauspicious night for the league leaders, but not an unexpected emotional letdown after the huge week that this club, this very proud club from the northern suburbs of Melbourne, what a week it's been for them. Kanakaris, Kenny on the deck. Scarvo was cheeky, tried to hit Zara on the run. Oakleigh with the numbers. Big leap by Dumbalis, ball's loose. Bosniak through the middle, Dusan Bosniak scored a goal in the first half. Heroics from the hyphen.
Won the ball.
Really?
Won the ball. Have a look at this. Let's have a look at this young
Wow,
guys.
I am dumbfounded unless there's something on this replay that changes my mind.
Let's have a look. It's one of them.
It is going to be a penalty to Oakleigh.
Let's have a look.
Let's watch this again. Bosniak.
Right-hand side. And it comes. Out comes the hyphen. Won the ball. Won the ball before we took the player. Won the ball before we took the player.
Well, that is an incomprehensible travesty.
Won the ball before the
Jay
player
Fott?
went through.
I'm speechless.
Two hands were on the ball before contact.
Disallowed the goal at the stroke of half time.
We're just focusing on that though.
And,
Jay Fott. Really?
Well, I mean, that's two decisions that are so contrasting that you could not. I'm speechless.
Let's watch
Here
it
he is
again.
again.
Let's
If
watch
you
it
just
again.
watch it again as a goal, the ball's just
Bosniak.
waded through. Out he comes. Out comes the hyphen.
And there's
Contact.
distance between when he takes the ball. There is distance between he and the attacking player.
Took the ball.
I'm incredulous. What an appalling ending
To the game.
to the game.
But you know what? Simon's all up. He's won the ball. Two hands were on that ball before contact was made by. Referee is behind him.
That is just
in a not
that
a
is
great
a
position.
horrible
Where's
decision.
the linesman? Did the linesman use his flag? No, he didn't. Referee, you got another one wrong, mate.
And this is not to discredit Oakleigh on
No.
any level.
No.
They deserve the win.
Correct.
But a couple of these decisions tonight
Have been
have
appalling.
been absolutely disgraceful. It's going to be Dusan Bosniak against the hyphenator. And he scores a penalty in stoppage time in the second half.
Blows the whistle.
Wow. And that is all she wrote on a nasty night on HUFC TV for Heidelberg United fans across the globe and across the nation and into the stratosphere, where even the little Russian dog circling the earth will be looking at that and saying, what is that about? Quick recap. Let's go through it, gentlemen, if we may. Oakleigh winning by 5-1, and they were worth every bit of their 3 points. But having said that, a couple of the decisions tonight completely dumbfounded just about everybody here at the stadium. Bosniak gets two for Oakleigh Cannons, a penalty just now, and a goal on 21. Dean Piedemonte, Marafiotti and Goran Zoric, the goals for Oakleigh. The consolation goal for Les Dumbalis. Goal disallowed from Michael Trigger. A penalty saved from Kenny Atheu. A goal disallowed from Kenny Atheu. The disallowed goal from Kenny on the cusp of half-time, disgraceful. The penalty conceded on the cusp of full-time, disgraceful. Oakleigh worth the win, Jay Fott, but some really, well, ass clown decisions by the referee. That's the best I got.